I wish he'd come on his own. Welcome to the Endeavor Agency. I can't believe I have to train you.
Hello and welcome back to another episode of Let's React. I'm Kenny and this is my beautiful wife, Montana.
And today we're going to be reacting to Season 5, Episode 14 of My Hero Academia, Off to Endeavor's Agency, with an exclamation
What was
point.
the original title you gave it?
Off to Shitty Dad.
Yeah.
To be fair, that was a test run.
Yes, that's also a joke for those who aren't aware what that is.
I'm really looking forward to seeing how this goes. I don't know if it's going to be good or bad, but it'll be interesting.
And regardless of like Endeavor's previous actions or missteps here, what we do know is his goal is to try to be better.
Yes.
So that is something that we're going to try to keep track of. Yeah, we're going to have to see how this agency trip goes, but if you're excited for more episodes of My Hero Academia, make sure to like, comment, subscribe down below for episodes coming every Sunday and Friday at 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. If you can't wait and want to see these episodes right now, they're all posted to Patreon and they're extended full-length forms. All right, are we excited for episode 14 of Season 5 of My Hero Academia?
Absolutely.
All right, let's get it.
Let's go.
Listen up, Dunderheads! This video was brought to you by the incredible members of the Let's React Patreon. If you want access to a ton of exclusive perks, check out the link in the description below. Have a good day, Twinkle Toes!
Hogs, what happened the other day was unfortunate.
Yeah, agreed. Most of the problems could have been avoided, though, if you just given me a heads up.
This was right after that big battle.
Yeah.
I get that plans change, but I would have liked to have dealt with things a little more efficiently.
You're talking too much. You can't trace this call.
Give me a break. You gotta have more faith in me than that.
He's just like us.
His girlfriend, they're crying.
All I want's for you to believe in me. I work with pros every day, and there's one thing I know for certain. The profession of hero needs to be done away with. No way you can cast me aside. You're reaching out to me like this because you know how much I'm worth to you. For now, I'll keep playing the fool. Then you'll focus more on how I can help you than the risks I may pose. It's in your interest to make good use of me.
This is your last chance.
Knew it.
I'll have you show your loyalty. Not just to the League of Villains, but the entire anti-establishment cause. Make it someone other than the #1 hero this time.
Okay, so they're not super buying that Hawks isn't a double agent.
Yes. Right now, he doesn't have their trust yet.
Yes.
But they're asking him to bring somebody else to as backup to like test out something.
Right, and not Endeavor,
Yeah.
which was the case the last time. Okay.
Hero this time.
Dobby contacted me again. He's still not convinced I'm on his side. My guess is someone's observing me and my conversations. It'd be smart to see.
Why is he sitting like that?
I'll pinpoint the location.
Why is he sitting like that? Or flying like that?
Because he technically doesn't need to flap his wings to fly.
I'm more talking about the body positioning.
He's just posing, you know. He's got to get those stretches in.
It'd be smart to send everything in code from now on. I'll pinpoint the location of the Nomus as soon as I can. That's all. I'm off.
I wonder if there are code quirks.
It's unusual for you to come
What?
visit me.
I wonder if there are code quirks.
Yeah.
I guess just a quirk that would make someone exceptionally good at cracking codes.
It's unusual
Like
for
Principal
you to come
Nezu.
visit me.
How are you holding up these days?
Best genist!
Much better, thanks.
I remember what happened to him last time?
Yeah,
Why
that
don't
was
you
for
just
rough.
ask that ancient nurse at UA to help out with your recovery?
She can't restore what's been taken away, and I lost a lung in that battle. But fortunately,
A
it's
whole
possible for
lung?
humans to live with only one of them.
Is
what about your
it?
hero work?
I plan to return to the public eye soon. There are many eager for me to be on the streets again.
You don't say. I'm sorry to hear that. And this doesn't feel right. It's past our meeting time and I still can't get a hold of him. Nothing on the Hero Network about the League being spotted either. So there shouldn't be a holdup or anything. Did something happen? Did I do something wrong? This change in behavior is unnerving. I don't like it. I can't start doubting my resolve on the last day of the year.
The last day of the year?
It is time.
It New Year's?
Yeah.
Is it New Year's? Like this is New Year's Eve?
I think so.
Okay.
I feel like that's what last day of the year would mean, right?
Well, that would be my understanding, but I feel like we haven't seen anything that indicates it's New Year's.
Merry Christmas!
Okay.
Also, you're about to hear, which I've heard some people like this intro. This is my least favorite intro. You ready? Here we go.
I suppose.
Whoa, whoa, it's alright, everything will be alright. Whoa, whoa, it's alright, everybody now we're here. Oh, hey brother, listen. Yeah, fate can be hard-hearted. 最低もない夢を見て誰よりも傷ついた関係がないことと言って逃げ出した髪の見物 I couldn't be your shell そんな風にできない
Very cool trio.
And the band is great. All right, what are your thoughts on that intro?
Okay. It did seem a little disjointed.
You don't have to hate it. You're allowed to like it if you liked it.
At different times.
For me, it's the lyrics, like the "Hey brother, listen."
Yeah.
Or the fact that the thing is about merry-go-rounds. It's a little corny to me, but that's just me. Like a lot of people love this intro, and I want to be clear to anybody who loves this intro. You are so valid in thinking that.
You're allowed to like things that other people don't like.
Yeah, I have a friend in D&D named Sandra that loves this song, and it's
Slay.
Yeah. Shout out to her taste in intros because it's unique.
It's what makes the world go round.
Goes merry-go-round.
Hey, brother.
Hey,
listen.
That was my that's what I keep replying. Like people be like, I love that intro. I just reply, hey brother, listen.
I don't hate it. I don't hate it. It's not my favorite.
Just of the My Hero has some strong intros.
Tend to grow on me, and I did like the music in like the second half after the electronic bit.
Well, we'll see how this arc goes, but you saw a lot of different things happen in the intro. Any visuals stand out to you?
The Doofenshmirtz looking guy.
Everyone calls him Doofenshmirtz.
Does he really? Do they really?
Everyone calls him that. I'm so glad you got that.
Look at me. I know cartoon references.
Oh, wow.
I'm not a homeschooled weirdo.
Okay, those two don't have to be mutually exclusive.
Okay, let me have this.
What's the name of his company?
Doofenshmirtz Evil Incorporated.
Yes.
I'm not gonna do the song though.
It's a catchy jingle.
It is.
Doofenshmirtz Evil Incorporated. After hours. Ah, look, it's New Year's Eve.
You are such a dick.
Do you think it's New Year's Eve?
New Year's Eve. I thought it might be out of the question for us to go home since we'd moved to the dorms. But thanks to escorts from Pro Heroes, we were able to spend the night celebrating with the people we cared about.
That's sweet.
Thanks to Uraraka and Shinso, it turned out fine, but that dark energy was scary. You should have seen it explode.
Mom, my heart hurts to hear you say such things.
If I remember correctly, I think her quirk is bubble related.
By the way,
Interesting.
remember that girl I told you about?
Might be wrong.
Eri, the one we rescued?
I do.
Well, look here. She wrote me the nicest letter. Isn't that cool?
Oh,
She did it while practicing her spelling and stuff.
you're
Honestly, I
dancing.
couldn't help her as much as I'd have liked
The
to.
candy apple is yummy.
But she did her best writing this for me. I think it's incredible.
Very cute. Same.
Come on! The Koike family downstairs will think there's a leak!
They all cry so much in this family.
Ever since you were little,
Real.
you've been trying to copy All Might. Saying you'd save people.
Classic.
Even though you weren't that strong. Even if you got hurt. If there's one thought I've had more than any other, it's that as a mother, I have to protect my son. That's gone through my head so often. But talking to you like this, seeing that look on your face, I don't think I'll worry as much anymore.
I'm glad.
Very sweet.
Oh, this music. I just love it. The vibes of My Hero are always
Just like
immaculate.
that, a new year began.
You have everything? Promise me you'll take care of yourself.
Yep.
And text as much as you can. Give your all at your work study, okay?
I promise, Mom.
She's stressing out less. That's nice.
Endeavor's agency awaited.
What's up? I'm back.
Oh, I didn't realize you'd flown off somewhere, number 2.
Yeah, sorry. Grabbed a coffee. Stuff here tastes like sewage.
You can't keep coming and going as you like. You should get permission for whatever you do. Don't forget, I outrank you here, Hawks. Got it?
Sir!
Outrank? Are you sure about that?
Huh?
It's my first time hearing such a thing. Then you must also be in a position to obtain classified information from influential heroes.
This is the
Well,
guy.
sort of.
Current locations. Call
Different guy.
records.
Oh.
Real-time feeds of conversations. Hawks provides these. Thanks to the countless micro-devices installed in his wings, we'll expose
wow.
everything about the heroes. A grunt like you can offer us a peek at the hero network at best, but as the number 2 hero, Hawks can go much deeper. He's a valued asset. I was watching you the whole time. You almost bought black coffee and freaked out.
What can I say? I like it sweet.
Welcome to the Endeavor Agency. I can't believe I have to train you. I gave my permission reluctantly as a favor to Shoto, but I wish he'd come on his own.
It's already done, so don't complain.
Shoto!
I've been thinking since supplementary lessons. You're a jerk.
Son, are you really friends with this delinquent?
But if I can see how the top hero works, I don't really care.
I told you to choose your allies wisely.
We appreciate you allowing us to do our work studies with you, sir. Flame Hero, Endeavor, currently the top pro. His intensity and intimidation make him stand out. My strongest
Seeing
impression
Endeavor
of him
with a
is from the
fucked up
sports
face
fest.
is kind of funny.
I generally think he's a scary guy. But something about him's changed.
He's not covered
He
in
looks like
flames.
Todoroki.
Joining Endeavor, huh? All 3 of you? That sounds perfect. It's a great opportunity.
What should we do about my one-for-all training, though?
I think it's going smoothly for the time being. Sure, you have Black Whip to deal with now, but you haven't felt any other quirks manifesting, right? If you can visualize the locking and unlocking properly, I don't think you need to worry about it getting out of control again.
Right.
If I were you, I'd try to bust all of them out.
Well,
This is good timing for you too, young Bakugo.
We know.
Huh?
Meanwhile, Bakugo had one for all a little bit ago in the canon, and
Yeah.
just is like, damn, this is hard. Just
This
doesn't
is
remember.
good timing for you too, young Bakugo.
Huh?
I'd say you and Endeavor are similar in many ways. It'll be worthwhile for you to see what he's really like. He appears
This is the
to be
thing.
transforming.
Oh yeah,
It kind of
totally.
parallels in a way.
100%.
Do your best. If you two want to be top heroes, this is a solid next step.
And he said, maybe you can change
We'll
like
do our
you
best
changed.
to learn from you, sir. It's an honor to work with the #1 hero.
What are Endeavor's thoughts on kiss asses?
Shoto is not me. You said that.
Back in season 2.
Sorry about this, but I only intend to look after my son. If you want to
Wow,
learn, then
how
stand back and
heroic of
watch.
you.
What are your instructions?
Like I said, just stand back.
I have received a divine revelation from the universe! Run! Flee this place, citizens! The corners of Pluto's mouth twist with loneliness. The hour of your demise is nigh at hand!
Well, dang. This is crappy timing.
So what do you make of Endeavor's first
All right.
few moments with the squad?
I'm really not trying to be a hater, but like going from, yes, of course, my son, you can bring your 2 friends on your internship because I have fucked up royally and owe you massively. So sure, I'll do you this favor. And then they get there and they're like, thank you. And he's like, I didn't wanna.
He's like, just stand back and watch.
Yeah, like get the fuck out of my way. I literally only did this because I'm trying to like make things right with my son, but I'm not gonna do it correctly. Be a better mentor then.
He ordered us to hold back.
We can't watch if we don't follow him! Endeavor started running before the sound of the impact. It's not just a matter of being fast.
The universe has whispered into my brain. The wicked stars are polluting. They must be stopped at once.
That's a servant of the stars from the Second Ward.
What's he yelling about so early?
This land will soon be devoured by darkness.
Isn't his quirk weird?
So he can like pull strings of glass?
Are there any
Yeah.
heroes around here to help us?
Okay.
Run, citizens, for it is I who must act. And
Is he making like an orb? Oh.
No more hiding. Come forth. Show yourself, messenger of Pluto.
Flash fire fist! You control glass, old man? You show great skill. Why create such chaos? I'm
Just
afraid
being
I can't let you
transparent.
get away with this.
Ah, my throat is burning.
Endeavor! Handle evacuation!
Do it, sir.
Oh.
What's this? Got yourself some followers.
It's Hawks!
Sorry, I was just a little faster than you. I thought Endeavor might need a bit of help out here.
Does it look like I was in trouble?
I mean, kinda. What do you think, kid?
Oh,
I said to warn me before showing up.
Didn't have time. I was already in the area.
we were just following Star Servant's orders.
We couldn't disobey him!
Let go. If you don't release me to my duties, all is lost.
Don't worry, I'll take over from here.
Sounds good.
Him! He's the source! The fire he gives off blinds you! He will be the demise of our world!
You got it
Okay,
done
you
with
seem
no
like a normal
casualties again.
dude.
As long as we have you to protect us, this town will know peace, sir.
Nice to meet you, sir! I'm from UA High's Hero Course. I'm in Class 1A. My name is Izuku Midoriya.
Yeah, you're the kid who destroys his fingers. I've heard about you from Tsukiyomi. Man, I was hoping I'd get to work with him again soon, but not today.
Where is Tokoyami? Isn't he continuing his work study at your agency?
I pawned him off on my sidekicks to train for the moment. I feel bad, but I've got a ton of stuff on my plate and don't have time for him.
You may be quick, but I was still faster than you.
Really?
Well, what is it you want, Hawks?
Oh, nothing much. Actually, I do have a question. You happen to have read this book?
Meta Liberation War?
What is this about?
It's gotten really popular recently. It was written a while back, but it has predictions about the future that seem pretty relevant today.
Meta Liberation War.
If you grant freedom to a limited number of people, then the burdens of the world will go to the others. I highlighted some parts if you don't have time to plow through the whole thing. I suggest you read those. The leader of the Meta Liberation Army was named Destro. What he wanted was a society upheld by personal responsibility. Trendy idea lately. Sorry to beat around the bush here, man.
And your point is?
If that comes to fruition, we'll have too much time on our hands. I'm probably being watched, so I can only tell you like this. Please, understand my message, number one.
He's being listened to through the mini devices.
My goal is to make this a world where heroes have too much time on their hands.
Why do I feel as though something's not right?
He's getting the message.
That look on his face. What does it mean?
Oh, the highlighted things. I bet that's the code.
Make sure you read through it, okay?
A book that Hawks is pushing? I should check it out too. Maybe the secret to his speed is hidden inside of it.
Here you go. I brought extras just in case.
So prepared. Where did they come from?
Train hard. It's the age of the number 2 pro. If you want speed, the power to predict what's coming helps you get it.
He's even too fast at passing them out.
You really love this book, I guess, huh? You've got so many copies of it.
He's trying to spread the word.
That's right. I've been recommending it to heroes across the country. You watch. By the time I'm through, there will be a groundwork for the liberation ideology.
Fun little reminder that whenever feathers are slowly floating down, he's doing that intentionally as a dramatic effect because he has control over every one of his feathers.
I've been recommending it to heroes across the country. You watch. By the time I'm through, there will be a groundwork for the liberation ideology. You should at least look over the highlighted lines. Read them closely. I recommend the second part. Do your best with the work studies, all 4 of you.
Train your work study students thoroughly. Endeavor.
He may seem super
Students,
carefree, but I guess he's
plural.
actually socially conscious. And only 22 years old.
And already the number 2 hero.
That guy's annoying.
Yes, he is.
He agrees with Bakugo.
All right. Personal responsibility.
Welcome to the Endeavor Agency.
Call us the Flaming Sidekickers!
Holy whoa, it's the famous sidekick Burnin'!
First work study for 2 of you, huh?
Oh, wow.
We'll get you whipped into shape in no time here. You're gonna learn a lot. This agency is totally different than the classroom you're used to. This is a gigantic operation. We've got more than 30 sidekicks employed. In other words, you're gonna have to work hard to shine here. Sorry.
You don't say. So we'll just have to beat the pros at their own game.
You can try.
And Shoto, you won't get special treatment because you're the boss's kid.
Just try to keep up with us if you can.
There's a new dispatch request.
Where is it?
Area 37.
Contact the patrol team immediately. It's too far from us. We should go now.
There's so much going on.
It is the number 1 agency. Never a dull moment around these parts. We get dispatch calls, patrol jobs, not to mention events. Over 100 different requests filter through this office on any given day.
Then why are we just standing around here when we could be working? I'm still ticked off that damn bird rushed in and stole my thunder.
Wait, are you talking about Hawks?
You got a fiery spirit, but wait for Endeavor's orders, okay?
You said there were over 100 requests, right? Send us out somewhere!
John, please, it's our first day.
It makes no sense.
Now that you're number 1, I want you to be a dependable leader. You gotta stand proud, Endeavor. and tell everyone that there's nothing for them to worry about.
Why did he sound so different?
Upheld by personal responsibility. Trendy idea lately.
It's like he was completely negating everything from before. He usually has that vapid smile, saying whatever comes to mind. But earlier, he wasn't joking around at all. Why the change?
You should at
Very
least
interesting.
Look over the highlighted lines. Read them closely. I recommend the second part.
The second part.
It didn't even sound like him.
Second letter
There's
of each
something he
highlighted
can't
section.
say. So he's trying to get information across another way. The second part.
He's a great detective, in a way.
Mm-hmm.
That's it. The second word from each highlighted part.
You totally called it.
They're connected.
The enemy is the liberation.
Very cool.
I'm sure the Commission has deciphered my encrypted code. I just hope Endeavor picks up on it. Maybe I should have figured out something easier for him. With a number of heroes secretly joining the Liberation Front, the Commission won't want anything I've discovered to be made public. Can't believe I made serious eyes at him to try to get him to pay attention. And no choice though.
Serious
Too many ways
eyes.
I can communicate right now.
The enemy is the Liberation Army. They number over 100,000.
Wow.
In 4 months.
Four months.
4 months to action.
Okay.
We need to be prepared. Because that's when they strike.
I love the way that parts of his costume are just like constant flame.
Yeah, it's nice, but he has sent him a coded message.
If you don't make it in time, you don't get a bad grade. People don't come home.
Like, that's terrifying. Yeah, you're gonna get away from him on a bike. I'm sure you'll make it.
And it's like what the dinosaurs saw.
All right. So, what do you make of that before we jump into our discussion?
Wow. All right. So we have a timeline, a deadline.
Yes.
Something to count down to.
Yes, all of those things.
Really?
I disagree with you, my dear.
Over 100,000.
100,000.
And that's heroes or like people with quirks, right? Not just like...
It's people with quirks, yeah. Some
like
heroes have been
regular people.
joining. So you gotta remember, 80% of people have
Right,
quirks.
so
So it
most
would
people.
be pretty like rare for somebody to not have a quirk.
For there to be 100,000 people who are 20% of the population.
Yeah.
Okay.
So definitely something to keep an eye on.
Yes.
Thank you for watching, and make sure to like, comment, and subscribe down below if you enjoyed that episode and are excited for more episodes coming every Friday and Sunday at 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. If you can't wait and want to see these episodes right now, they're all posted at Patreon in their extended full-length forms, and we're getting close to season 6, which is my personal favorite season. So we're gonna have to see. I'm very excited to get to that, but before we do that, we have a lot to discuss. But before we do that, where are we headed?
All right, let's review.
Thank you for watching. For now, we're going to go to questions provided by our amazing Patreon members. If you want to ask us questions we answer after every episode of any show we watch, join the link in the description below and start asking. For now, let's go to question 1. All right, question 1. Ashton asks, with this anti-establishment cause for Liberation Army already having 100,000 members, including pro-heroes, what concerns do you have about their planned attacks in 4 months? Even if their attack fails, do you predict their message will take root and have a lasting effect on civilians as well as hero society?
Yeah, I'm very concerned because even if you assume that the top 10 heroes are fully like opposing this group, at some point it comes down to the like how many kindergartners could you fight at once, and at some point the kindergartners could overtake you. Because when it's a numbers game, even when there are power differentials, at a certain point, too many people is just undefeatable.
Yeah, it's definitely a really imposing number.
Yeah.
And they're also spreading that liberation ideology, which, I mean, we've seen what has happened with like Stain's ideology. So the populace is impressionable. Do you think that that ideology is sort of going to permeate a little bit?
I mean, if they've been able to get 100,000 people already, I feel like it's permeated. It's happened. We're past is it gonna, like it has.
Yeah. We'll see what impacts that has, but let's go to our second question. Question 2. Joe Griffin asks, what are your thoughts about how Hawks is attempting to infiltrate the Meta Liberation Army? Also, what do you think happened between Hawks and Best Jeanist?
I think the way he's going about it is very smart. He has to be so careful, obviously, because of the whole like hiding bugs in his wings situation.
Yeah.
And that's really a double-edged sword because it gives you validity from the like bad guy's perspective of like, oh, well, if you let someone bug you all the time, like how would they even go about double agenting you? But
comes hard to communicate.
But then what are you gonna do? You know, you can't but then if you just can't talk to anyone, what's the plan? Like you can only give someone so many books before it gets weird.
Yeah, but at least he sort of conveyed the big attack that's gonna happen.
Yes, and I'm not sure exactly what Endeavor could do, but the knowledge that someone is trying to get a secret message to you is such a critical part of that person getting the message to you. You know what I mean? Like getting a secret message to someone who is oblivious that you're trying to get them a message is so much more difficult than trying to get someone a secret message who is like, okay, I'm on the lookout for like an ear touch or whatever. I don't know.
Interesting. He had to use his serious eyes.
Yeah. How funny is it that he's like, when I'm serious, that's how you know there's some shit going down.
Yeah, well, hey, it worked out.
I mean, yeah. But
and then what do you think he was talking to Best Jeanist about?
Yeah, so kind of got to be the like Endeavor substitute for round 2 of this plan. I feel like of all of the heroes to choose from, if someone was like, don't pick the number 1 next time, and they were like, okay, how's the 3rd best? That's not...
I mean, he's also been injured, so it's a bit of a... Endeavor in injured state would be more manageable than Endeavor max power, no injuries.
Yeah, no, I just mean more how it's going to come across when Hawks brings number 3 after specifically having been asked bring someone not strong. But yeah, I think it's going to be like a bait situation. I mean, obviously that much communication can't happen because of, again, the bugs.
Yeah.
I don't know what the specifics are.
We'll have to see. Let's go to our final question. Final question. Day asks, what are your thoughts on Endeavor being Deku's work-study mentor since Deku is All Might's successor? Do you think there will be any issues with that?
Okay, very good question. I think Endeavor would probably be more likely than just about anyone to pick up on the similarities between All Might's power and Deku's power.
Really?
Just because, like, if you so desperately... I mean, just in general, if you're at the top of your field, you know the specifics of the people who are also at the top of that same field. But then also, if you're so competitive and you're trying to outpace someone, the only way to do that is to study exactly what they're doing and figure out where the differences are and how you can improve to be better than them. So if he starts to notice those similarities, especially in conjunction with knowing that Deku and All Might had a closer relationship than All Might did with the other students in the school, that could potentially set off some alarm bells for him. The good news is I think he's mostly only going to be focusing on Shoto.
Yeah, we'll have to see if he... So he's already said that Baku's a delinquent, but we'll see what he thinks of Deku's power if he sees it go off. But that is where we were left for episode 14 of season 5 of My Hero. Are we excited for episode 15?
Can't wait.
All right, let's get it.
Let's go.